Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to start trying to finish up our storage building build. So last week I showed you guys how we did, basically took this from 8 days of work into bare land into a storage building. Now we didn't have our doors in, we didn't have the loft in, and there's a couple other things with the roof I need to finish up, other pieces that. So today we're going to get started on doing that. Saturday, I helped my father-in-law fix his dump truck so that we can haul gravel today. So now it will dump, engage, and put that out. So he's going to come over this afternoon after it definitely hits above freezing. It's only 28 right now, so it's a little chilly. So he's going to start hauling us gravel in. So if you see behind, we still have a trailer over here. We still have a lot of materials. We still have a tractor in the way, and we're right now getting ready to start working on some of the building. So you can kind of see it there on the green roof in the pattern of the screws. There are screws missing from some of those sheeting. We did that, my father-in-law did that, just tempt it on, put it on, knowing that I was going to have to go up and finish that. So my goal this morning is to get the roof done. And on this side, since it is facing the sun, it is already thawed out. The other side has not yet. It's still frosty. And I definitely do not want to go skiing off the roof this morning. So one of the things we're doing inside here is Nikki is going to start building the loft. So she's got the first board up there. So this is, what did you say, it was about 6 foot above gravel level? 6.5?
6.5.
So this is going to be 6.5 feet above gravel level, so which is tall enough for both of us to get under. We can get under off the quad and should have no issues hitting our head or anything else. So she's got a screw there just holding the board vertically from falling. She's starting to put that first brace in. And then she's going to start building other pieces out. So we'll get this done today and then should be good to go. Alright, so we got to mid-afternoon here, and the gravel man showed up an hour early. So we expected him to start hauling from the pit, which is about 30 minutes away. Or it's about 20 minutes away. Hauling from there. And coming down, he showed up actually an hour early, so we had to stop. You can see Nikki's got 3 cross pieces there in the 4-foot section. And then we started just putting in gravel. So this is about 1.5 inches minus gravel. So what we're doing here is just loading it in. Should be roughly about 3.5 inches below the pressure treated there. So you can see that's getting to about the right spot. Now we're just trying to fill it out, level it out. Still got a little bit more in here. So if I step back here a little bit, hit to the man door, you can see that still got a low spot right there. And then that still needs a bunch more to fill in. But this side over here is like 9 inches deep just because of the slope of the ground. But we're getting there. So he's brought us back, maybe 2 or 3 more loads there. He's going to give us another 3 or 4 just out here. We will spread this all out, get our parking area in, and I hear the dump truck man is here now. Alright, so we're getting towards the end of the day, and it is getting cold with that sunshine going over the hill. So Nikki's about to be done with the tractor. You can see that she has spread gravel along what will be the driveway in to the garage itself. If I spin around, you can see we have another 3 or 4 piles there Those are just dump truck loads. And those will go into the rest of the parking area. So you can see that'll get all spread out and everything else. So right now she's just spreading out this last little bit before we call it a day. Now this stuff will wash down. It's really kind of a little bit dirty, and it's got some dirt in that. So why it looks brown versus gray, once it gets some moisture on it and some of the fine material and the dirt and that washes out, this will all come back to a gray color. It's the same rock, just straight out of the pit, versus that stuff on the right hand side there, the gray, that's over a year old. Now inside the garage you can see everything is in. We just pulled the quad in. You've got tools in here. Ooh, I can see my breath already. And you can see, remember how that deep that was over there? That's like 9-inch deep gravel right there. It's gonna settle over time, especially when you park a car on it. 3,000 pound car, it will settle in there. So I'll probably throw some boards under it just to help kind of distribute out the load of it, but that is all in there. Pretty fantabulous. And there you can kind of see the difference. So you can see how deep that gravel is. It used to be flat all the way across there. You can see that's a 2x8, that's a 2x6. So those are about 13-inch tall that way. So you're gonna fill it in just to below. So that's about 12-inch deep of gravel. And Nikki said she's gonna put a metal flower bed over here just to kind of spice it up a little bit. And then we'll stain this to match all the other barns and everything. But there's the driveways in. Can drive a car in there. She'll get this done, and then tomorrow we'll work on our parking areas. All right, y'all, it is Friday, and I left you at Monday where we had completed the gravel and got everything done with here in the storage building. And we've done some extra work in the last few days. So let me catch you up on what we've done in the last 3 days, getting up to today. Tuesday rolled around and we had all the gravel out here. So Nikki grabbed the tractor and actually put in all of the driveway, right? So all of this is done with gravel. We know it'll settle, so we've got some extra sitting over there. You can see kind of on the right hand side beyond the tractor. Nikki did all that with a tractor and got a nice spot in here to be able to park things. So Wednesday rolled around, I grabbed the trailer and I went over to Eugene. So I had won a car in a Copart auction, and if I can get it here, I ended up buying something I had an eyeball on. That is a Porsche 944 that had been in a fire. So I bought that for something for the car channel later on. And while I was gone, Nikki worked a little bit on the loft. So she got most of that done other than the sheeting. We finished the sheeting up yesterday. And then we started moving a bunch of stuff in here, right? So I've got some car stuff over in my bay. Those are some coolers, fire pits for our hip camp, bucket there for water. So she's got in here a lot of outside furniture, picnic tables, ladder, my grill, all that kind of stuff. And even the quad is kind of in here, out of the weather a little bit. Now, one of the things we had also done is that we had started drilling these holes and got these holes dug. So all these trees you can see in a line going up that way. These are almost 2 years old. We have tried various types of trees here. So she's got cherry, apple, and a couple other things up in here. We have been trying to grow trees here, especially fruit trees that we could produce for ourselves. We've been trying for like 5 years and we've never really found anything. So every time we plant them and that, and they eventually die. So we're like, you know what? We're just gonna keep these things over by the greenhouse. We're gonna let them see if they actually survive. So these ones here are almost 2 years old, and we've kept them over there in pots, just kind of growing, seeing if we can keep them going. And these guys have made it through. This will be their second winter coming up. So you can see they already have leaves on them, and they have made it so far. So we decided to plant those. So Nikki took care of that late Wednesday while I was gone, and then Thursday we really tried to get the last bit of things in. So you can see the trash cans up there from our hip camp. I guess beyond that, we've really just prepared for snow. You can see we have snow on the ground today, which is Friday, and it was supposed to get 3 to 5 inches today. That hasn't happened, which is yay and boo at the same time, but it's we were at least prepared. So we're gonna try and just kind of hang out today. It's been really wet, so not a big deal. Nice to have kind of a day off. We just sat inside, did a bunch of work, caught up on a few things, and then it's about chore time now. So we still need to go do firewood, which it's supposed to be like 50s, I think, early next week. So we're going to try and do that, get a lot of the firewood caught up. But otherwise, the building itself is done. The parking area is good. We can let it sit till winter. We still have some gravel obviously sitting there, but that can be spread out as everything kind of settles in and washes in a little bit with some weather. We can move that around next year. Otherwise, really the last big thing we really have to do, well, I guess two things really. So we have to finish processing birds. We still have our Cornish. We still have some of the roosters and that. We talked about getting rid of our ducks and that, so we need to get a bunch of that done. And then we need to get on firewood, get our bins recovered, get the new tarps on there. We also need to get a lot of firewood done, cut pretty much and split. And I'll split it through cold. It doesn't bother me. It's a matter of getting it into donuts, getting it over to our splitting area, and getting it from there split and put in the bins. So we're using on reserves from last year. And then from that, well, we'll be set for winter. So hopefully this all made sense. It's kind of been a crazy week. We were really good, started off Monday. Tuesday was good. Wednesday was a curveball because I had to go over to Eugene. It involved a lot of accidents that didn't involve me. I had to tow a trailer, had to put chains on over Willamette Pass because it was completely iced over. I went through Medford and I went through Grants Pass and Central Point on the way home, which was good, dry weather, but it was an extra hour long because I was towing a trailer up over the mountain and it was a long way around. Willamette Pass actually somewhere around there got shut down along the way because of an accident. So I probably would have been sitting there in the cold, just burning gas, trying to stay going there. So I went the long way to avoid the change in that. But it's okay. It was a 12-hour day, but I got home safe, good. And everything is pretty good for the week. So with that, I'll let you guys go, but that is an update on kind of what we're doing the rest of the week. Ooh, it's getting dark. So now it's time to get chores done, get inside, get some dinner, and get the fire going again because it's chilly out here. It's like 35 and wet. So we'll see you next time. Happy homesteading.